How was your weekend?
Great. Had a momentary scare.
One right, crest.
2 miles from the end of Stage 6, where we
Two right.
clipped something, I don't know what, wasn't in my notes, and bust a tire and a compression strut.
Three left. Tightens
Managed to get back to service, the boys fixed it up, and the rest of the event was unremarkable.
This is crazy. The grip is sometimes really good and sometimes it's ice. And my blower was working only on the co-driver side, so I could see right-handers but not left-handers. It's impossible to go in a straight line. 200 is like sliding around. It's incredible. It's super fun, but there are a lot of cars on the side of the road. A few on their roofs, a few on their sides. It's a brand new car to me. I got it last week.
How is the R2?
It is awesome. The driver needs to learn a lot of things. It's a perfect car for that.
Fantastic. I mean, it's just great being back in a car more than anything. Any rally is a good rally. We bent something, we're not sure what. We finished and things were a little off kilter, but this is Matt's first time on some fresh Hoosiers. We're really happy with him. Like I said, this is for Matt, since we're not running the whole season. It's just a really good chance for us to push and, if we stuff it, we stuff it, and we're not going to lose the championship or anything because of it. So we're kind of treating it like a really great practice day, an expensive practice day. We didn't even care. We looked at the weather, we got optimistic, and then we were like, wait a minute. We're going to the Olympic National Forest area. Like, it's anyone's guess. It could say it's going to rain tomorrow, and it'll be 85 degrees. So, we just came prepared for, what's the phrase? Came loaded for bear.
Yeah.
And we're just doing the best we can.
It was a slow start, but we steadily picked up the pace and it felt fairly consistent. We were definitely more confident on that stage, but we were a lot faster on stage 6. We definitely really found our flow on that stage. Wildcat, the conditions were kind of throwing us off with some corners were very slippy, and then we had some random grippy corners, so it was hard to find that flow again.
But how you liking the R2?
It's really nice, especially in the trees. It's really nice. You can really put it where you want, so you just place the nose where you want and it does it for you.
It's been a very eventful weekend so far. I can't remember an Olympus that had this crazy conditions. The rain never stopped yesterday. The roads were slick on a good day and like icy slick on a bad day. So sometimes that's two different corners. So it was pretty crazy.
Oh, well, let's get an F in the chat, boys. My very first DSLR is now bones. At least it wasn't like a top one, but I'm going to definitely save this. You can see half the SD cards broke off down in there too.
tough, lots of cars passing over them. They don't get better over time. But short of one minor off yesterday, which had us in the trees, didn't do really great things to the right side of the car. But other than that, it was a pretty uneventful day. Running Hoosier tires this weekend for the first time.
Yeah?
They've been kind of amazing. I'm actually really surprised. Run a lot of different tires over the years, and these have both held up well from a wear standpoint, but also really good lateral and forward grip. So quite happy with them.
I thought your battle was going to be with just Derek, but it seems like you got a young little Andre Durazio that's fighting with you too.
Oh yeah, no surprise there. No surprise there. He's doing very, very well, and I would say we were just talking about it coming in the road section after Wildcat last night. That's probably a perfect stage for an R2.
Yep.
You know, that sort of car, downhill stuff, front wheel drive. If you want to be brave, and obviously he is brave, you can go well in there. So yeah, that suited him for sure, but he drove very, very well there. No excuses.
But hey, did some good, fast, open stuff today for you.
Yes, yeah, we have a small problem with the diff this morning. Our diff it was leaking a bit of oil last night when we came in. We hope it's fixed, but if it's just a worry in the back of the mind. But yeah, for sure, these stages I hope will suit us better because Noatzel, we like it. We know it reasonably well from previous times here. So we hope to go well in there. But we'll see. Derek is so far up the road, which we expected given his pace the last time we were against him here. But Andre's going very, very well too. It's all to play for. You know, if the rally was over,
competition's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, if the rally was over now and we had third place points, I would take that. I'd be happy enough with it. But I want to be greedy and try and get second if we can. So that's the aim. But you know, you can have problems so easy. Doug wasn't in the Mitsubishi wasn't that far away from us yesterday until he had trouble on the last stage. And also we have Mr. Hill in the historic looking Escort here. He wasn't very far away from us yesterday either, so the pace is quite tight. You know, the gaps aren't big unless you're the BRZ that's number one, because he's on a different pace. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot going to happen today, I'm sure. 4 stages, but they'll be busy.
The finish of that last stage, I'm getting goosebumps right now because the finish of the last stage, he hangs the wheel on the edge of the road with all the photographers out there, and I'm just going, all right, let's read the next note. Okay, we made it. And at the end of it, I said, you're a psychopath, and I love it. So then we fist bumped. So, but yeah, that was a great ending to the rally.
It happened in ATC, so we rolled it down after we reached the ATC club, and we're not allowed to start with a window rolled down. I guess our best bet is just to take whatever penalties we get for working on the car in ATC, because we got to be safe first,
right,
and then deal with penalties later. We had some like baling wire,
yeah,
and tried direct wiring from the switch, the main battery shutoff switch, to the window regulator, and it still wouldn't budge. This was Brian's second rally ever, and it was basically his first time with nose. So he's like, he was just having a blast out there, finally being able to start pushing the car to like 50-60%, and then this kind of like comes along and chops you at the knees. So that's rally.
Yep, that's rally. Hearing that a lot today.
Olympus has always been such a challenging rally, especially last year in November dealing with all the rain, and then this year, it's interesting, it always seems like Saturday is just such a huge challenge, and then Sunday we get this beautiful day and just really, really fun stages where everyone really finds their rhythm and use it to kind of fun car. Like today we just had a blast.
Yeah, fast stages.
Really fast stages.
You like the fast stuff?
Yeah. And this car is so fun on stage too, just rear wheel drive. It is just a kick. Yeah. So we're really lucky to just be in this region and have such awesome and also really legendary roads too.
Yeah.
So really cool to race and really cool to finish and just did it. Because I know a lot of our competitors didn't. So it's really, really cool to be here in finish and with everyone else to celebrate.
First in class, almost didn't get that. I lost, I think, 3.5 minutes on the last stage.
I had a 4-minute buffer going into the last stage, thank God. My clutch was gone.
Oh no!
The last stage, so I wasn't thinking. I was going to DNF on the last stage. So I put my flashers on and just did the whole stage and just putted through it and got it. And of course, the last stage is a steep hill. Almost didn't make it, but we got it here, and this is my home event, sort of.
Right.
It was awesome.
You know what? Amazing how this the game of attrition is. I've done other motorsports where you're slow. In rally, you could be. I don't think I was slow, but I wasn't as fast as some of the guys out there, and still end up with a trophy to take home back to Detroit. It's pretty exciting. But I mean, we kind of planned it that way. I knew that I wasn't going to catch Nice and certain guys, so we just drove clean and as quick as we could, but always keeping it on the trail. And here we are. I mean, when we finished, she's like, I think we got second. I'm like, there's just no way. We had blew a tire, broke our suspension broke. Right before the last stage, my fuel pump broke. Car just died. And I realized when I stalled on stage earlier today, it was because the fuel pump was going and it just wouldn't start. Thankfully, ProDrive was smart enough to have two, so I went to the trunk, frantically disconnected the other one. It started right up.
Oh, brilliant.
So we got to finish because of that. Had I not had a dual fuel pump, we wouldn't be here. So a million things that would have stopped us from going home with some hardware, but hey, we're here. And she did an amazing job.
Good job, Karina.
Yeah,
she was
thank
amazing.
you.
This has been Watch 2021. Do something.